Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss. I'm back again with another video, and today we're just gonna do a quick unboxing of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch. Alright? That's the last time I'm saying that name like that. From now on, we're just calling this phone the Epic, alright? When I say the Epic, I mean the Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch, alright? I'm just calling it the Epic because y'all know I don't rock with nothing old over here, so when I say the Epic, I'm not talking about the old Epic, I'm talking about the Galaxy S2 Epic. And when I say the Evo, I'm not talking about the old Evo, I'm talking about the Evo 3D, all right? First of all, shout out to my homegirl Liz and them at Sprint. You know, when I go up in there, I get the VIP treatment, I don't wait online, I'm in and out and all that, so shout out to y'all for that. You know, I had this phone all day long, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, this phone is certified, all right? It's getting the Floss seal of approval. This phone is a definite go, all right? And using it all day long, shit is hot, all right? Now, y'all know I don't like to waste time bullshitting and all that, so I'm gonna do the unboxing real quick and we'll bullshit at the end of the video, all right? So let's take a look at the box. Typical Samsung box, nice quality. You know, you pay over $500, you want a nice presentation, and they give it to you with this one. You got the device in here, and you pop that out. Nothing fancy inside the box. You got the cardboard, you got all the books and shit in there. You got the micro USB charger, and that's it, all right? So no case, no micro USB card, you know, but that's what it is. You know, a lot of these companies, they need to take notes from BlackBerry. You know, when I bought the BlackBerry Bold, you get this nice quality BlackBerry case. You know, if you spend $500 on a phone, it would be nice to get a case. It would be nice to get headphones and all that. It'd be nice to get a memory card, but whatever, some companies don't do it, whatever, but everybody got memory cards, everybody got old phones laying around, so no big deal, all right? Now, let's take a look around the phone, all right? First, let me take this plastic off. As you can see, huge 4.5 2-inch screen, all right, which is the biggest phone out from Sprint right now, screen-wise, and at the same time, the thinnest phone, all right? Extra thin, extra big screen, all right? And just to give you an idea how thin it is, let's put it up against some of the other phones. Now, this is not gonna be a comparison video and all that. I just wanna give y'all an idea how thin the phone is, all right? Now, this is next to the Evo 3D, all right? Look how thin that is, all right? Now, let's put it next to the Photon, way thinner than the Photon, all right? Let's put it next to BlackBerry Bold, all right? Nice and thin, just like the BlackBerry. And just for argument's sake, let's put it next to the iPhone, all right? Okay, so it looks a little thinner than the iPhone, all right? So thin phone, all right? Now let's take a look around the phone real quick. On one side, you got the typical volume up and down, all right? Now, anybody who use Samsung phones, y'all know for some reason, they don't like to put the power button on the top. They like to put it on the side, which is gonna take a few minutes to get used to if you're used to using the Evo and the Photon and, you know, all these other phones that from Sprint. It's gonna take a minute to get used to this power button on the side, but whatever, it works and it doesn't really get in the way, all right? So on one side, you got the power button, that's it. On the top, you got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, all right? And on the bottom, you got your micro USB plug insert, all right? So that's it. Let's take a look at the back. You got the 8 megapixel camera with the LED flash. Nice background, you know, nice background, no kickstand, but, you know, get this nice, it's a plastic feeling phone, but the back has a nice texture to it. On the front, you got the 2 megapixel front-facing camera for video chat. All right. Now, overall, the phone has that typical Samsung plastic cheap feel to it. All right. I mean, it's not a big deal. On a scale of 1 to 10, build quality, I rated it 8. You know, me personally, I like HTC and Motorola. I like more of a sturdy, heavy duty, even like Apple with the, you know, kind of metal, even BlackBerry with the solid feel phones. These Samsung phones, they feel kind of cheap and plasticky, but that's the price you got to pay if you want a 4.5-inch screen and you don't want the phone to be mad heavy. So the phone is extra light, it's even lighter than the Evo, and the screen is bigger. So you just get that plastic feel, all right? So now, let's take a look, let's power it on and see what it look like. Now, y'all already know I keep the Agile lock. You know, I'm not a big fan of the TouchWiz lock screen, so I got the Agile lock on deck. Let me open this, let me turn this off. I'm getting notifications all night. Let me turn this down a little bit. All right. Now, let me show y'all what that looks like again now. Now, if you want to see the Agile lock, you can get that from the market. This gives you that HTC Sense kind of feel, and it works perfect on this phone. Now, let me just throw this out there real quick before I say this. You know, this phone is definitely the fastest phone out from Sprint right now. All right, y'all see I got all of them. This is the fastest phone. All right, and when you put your applications on it, you know, if you put a lot of applications on the Evo and the Photon, certain applications, they slow the phone down. On this one, I got all of the same stuff I got on my Evo and my Photon. No lag, no slowing down at all. All right, so that's a definite win for the Galaxy S. So let's pop it open. As y'all can see, the Agile Lock flows nice and smooth on this. This phone just super smooth. I can't stress that enough how smooth it is. All right, everything works, you know, typical. You got the pinch. You can move your home screens around. All right, you could also slide your finger and slide to different home screens. All that's in the TouchWiz. Now, a lot of people not big fan of TouchWiz. A lot of people like HTC Sense, but let me just throw this out there. If you want to be on the top of the food chain in this tech game, you gotta snap out of that, oh, I'm loyal to this operating system, I'm loyal to this. You know, you gotta snap out of that shit, because everything is getting better with time. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a big fan of HTC Sense. I hated Motorola Blur, but the new Motorola Blur is a go. And that's the same thing with the TouchWiz 4.0. The new TouchWiz is hot. Trust me. I know if you had some of the other Samsung phones, a lot of the TouchWiz stuff was kind of whack, but TouchWiz is a go in this. All right. Now, let's take a look at, you know, this is not going to be a full review. I'm just going to show you a few joints I got on here real quick. Y'all see I got the beautiful widgets with the clock and weather, and also with the, you know, live weather animation. Okay, you can get that from the market. I got the paid version, so you don't get no ads and all that. Y'all know about more icons. That's how I'm able to squeeze all of my icons into 2 separate spots. All right. Got the typical stuff, Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter. Y'all already seen the hot Android app, so you've seen the ultimate favorites. Now, when you put the ultimate favorites on this Galaxy, trust me, no lag. Look at that. No lag, everything works perfect. The phone is snappy, you know what I'm saying? If you press something, it pops right up, all right? So everything is working on here fine. Let me just take a look. What else do I got on here real quick? Y'all see I got the live profile. You know, the usual shit, Facebook Messenger, AIM. Let me show you real quick something about TouchWiz now. Check out the voice talk, all right? I could just say, hi, Galaxy.
What would you like to do?
Call Dave.
Multiple contact matches found. Which Dave would you like to call?
Dave.
Multiple phone numbers for Dave. Say mobile or home?
Mobile.
Placing call to Dave mobile.
All right. That's a go. All right. For when you're driving around, trust me. And you know, that was, every time I use that so far, I never had to repeat myself. All right. You know, back in the days with the voice, you know, you say call Dave and it'd be like, oh, did you say Dorothy? You know, nah. This works 100%. You can send text messages and all that. I'll get into that next Sunday when I do the review. I get into all that stuff. But everything works in landscape. Look how fast that transition is. Everything works on this phone, all right? Now, let's take a look at the messaging. All right, so when you pull up messaging, everything is set up with this nice black background. You get the chat bubbles. You know, I got the gingerbread keyboard on there because I'm not a big fan of the typical Samsung keyboard. But you get the nice chat bubbles. I like the black background. Everything looks nice and black. You know, beautiful look. All right, so that's hot. Let's take a look at the drop-down menu. When you use the drop-down menu, you got the power control widget at the top, which everybody knows is a go. You know, I clear out all that other stuff. So now I can hit the, you know, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, you know, 4G, all of that from the drop-down menu. All right, that's hot. Like I said, I ain't gonna really go through too much stuff on this right now since this is just an unboxing. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this phone a solid 10 right now, all right? This is definitely a go, all right? So now I know what y'all gonna say. You know, you said the Evo was a go, you said the Photon was a go, you know, every month, you know, something else is a go. Yo, that's how it is, you know. I like to be on top of the food chain, all right? So whatever comes out new, chances are it's gonna be better than the one you got. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, you know, stay with the times and all that. But don't get me wrong. If you got a Motorola Photon, this is a 10, this is a go. If you got an HTC Evo, this is a 10, this is a go, all right? But this Galaxy S Epic, trust me, this is a major go. Super fast, super responsive. You know, the main problem with all these Android phones are the lag. This phone, I've been using it all day, haven't had lag yet. You know, typical Android, you're gonna have a force close here and there and all that, but the lag is what really eats people and what pushes people, you know, back to iPhones, because there's no lag. So basically, Samsung did it right. I told you before, I don't judge companies on their last products. Because y'all know, in the last couple of months and even the last year, I had a few Samsung fails. You know, for instance, the original Epic, that was a fail. The original Samsung Galaxy Tab, that was a fail. The Nexus S, that was whack, it was overpriced, you know what I'm saying? So with all that, I could have easily been like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck with the Galaxy because of Samsung's history. Nah, but if you're in the tech game, you can't do that, all right? You're only as good as your last product. And this is their last product right now, so they back on top of the food chain, all right? I'm stamping this down with the Floss seal of approval. I'm giving it a 10 straight out the box. You know, next Sunday I'll do the real review and all that, and we'll touch all the apps, and, you know, I'll have it hooked up with more of my personal shit on it, so we'll be able to get a little deeper into it. Now, when I leave out of here, I'm gonna do a nice camera test, you know, the night vision camera test, and then tomorrow morning I'll do the daytime camera test, all right? So shout out to all my dudes who follow me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter. You know, shout out to all the Google Gangsters. If you don't know about the Google Gangsters, look at my YouTube homepage, click that link, like that Facebook page. You know, that's where we're trying to do all the tech shit. You know, I said this before, I'm trying to keep my personal Facebook into more of my personal shit because, you know, I'm into other stuff other than tech stuff. You know, I'll be popping bottles up in the club and all that. I'm into the video games and the cars and the clothes and all that. So we doing other stuff on Facebook other than tech shit. So for all the tech shit, hit me up on the Google Gangster Facebook page, all right? Also, shout out to all the haters. You know, I'll be getting mad hate mail and all that. That means that, you know, I'm doing something right if everybody hating like that. So shout out to all y'all haters. You know, while y'all hating, just picture me roll, all right? Also, before I get out of here, let me take a look at accessories real quick. Now, when I went up in the Sprint store, they didn't really have any accessories. They had two cases. One of them was kind of a whack. You know, I can't even describe it. It's kind of like if you look at my Evo Shift video, the same case that I bought for the Evo Shift with that kind of pattern look on the back, not really feeling that. So I went for this one instead now. This is just a plain plastic hard shell case. All right. Now, shout out to my shorty in this one, because when I showed her this one, the first thing she looked at, she was like, wait a minute, is that purple? And she gave me that look. Now, I know what look that is. You know, this is kind of fugazi, you know what I'm saying? A little on the gay side, but whatever. I mean, that's all they had available, so that's all I could get right now. I'll drop the phone in here so y'all can see what it looked like. Anything that, you know, better than scratching up the back of your joint brand new, so you don't want to do that. But this is what it looks like on the phone, and once you put it on, the purplish kind of turns a little darker, so it doesn't look too purple, but as you can see, I put it in upside down, but you get the point. The purple gets a little bit darker. So that's the only two accessories you really could get right now from Sprint. I'm gonna wait a couple of days. I'm pretty sure CDO.com will have a bunch of cases and a bunch of accessories and all that, so we'll touch those later, all right? It's your boy Floss. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next trip. See y'all on Sunday night for the real review of this Samsung Epic. All right, that's what we call it, the Epic. I'm out. Deuces.